laid up, but you got a little ways up before you can even make up all the ground. And the distance between us, I'm lapping around, and that's the reason you seen us. And you can talk down, but that don't really mean much, cause you are a clown, let my enemies team up. It still won't be a fair fight, cause I'm very nice. I practice that every night to get on this herd mic. You know I'm alert, right? You know that it ain't nothing to serve, right? And I be killing tracks to the earth like my birthright. I'm solid like sound money, and you fools sound funny. Now one of you clowns want me to pound your face in the dirt, so stop irking me when I'm round. No, it's going down, I'm going to town, holding the crown. I'm saying that I'm so amazing. If I'm Ruben, then you Clay Aiken, but second place gets nothing. So get up at this godforsaken booth. The truth is you sadly mistaken. Proof I'm better than layman shoot. I'm Super Saiyan blue. This rap game, what you can't pursue. I'm a blatant root canal like an aching tooth. So now, cause the rap circle is here now. Underestimated my following, gave our dollars to the pre-order column. So what the problem is, say you was dropping it, and then turn around, did the opposite. Line in your pockets, you got a lot of nerve to be opting this. I guess I bit off more than I can chew. Let's not excuse my tardiness, I like to apologize to my audience. Not like I've been partying, promise not being fraudulent. I've been in homestead like a privatizing Rothbardian. Part of a parliament, that's a problem. I plan on abolishing, cause a raucous, I'll best the friggin' product you all are in. And all that talking, I ain't buying what you offering. You bout as intimidating and soft as what your daughter is. You been a faking, yet you still hating. You can't knock me cause I've been through Olympic trials of tribulations. Been on this grind and walked many miles to get this cake, and now I'm going ape like I'm a Saiyan. Quit playing with me, cause I'm a lot to deal with. I don't acknowledge you because you too retarded to understand my skill set. So when I kick this knowledge, it's gonna fly over your heel head. So polish up your mind real fast so I don't feel bad. I went from being broke to being hopeful, from standing on the post to going postal. I'm supposed to be on the poster competition's toast because I'm vocal. A bar for you like I'm Oprah. You should probably get off the sofa or the soapbox. Going at me, I hope not. You attacking with no plot cause you act like a robot. You move when you told to move. You a puppet with a master, I'm the antithesis. That's why I'm opposed to you. I'm the whack rapper, back snapper. Used to be a gat capper, now I'm spitting raps from the Adam's apple. Better back paddle before you get the best at them. That battle's not one you won't back at them. Average guys asking me how I smash these beats. If I told you, I'd have to fold you. That's classified. Don't like to brag, but I had to boast. It's a fad of mine, so please don't be sad when the opinions paired with that in mind. I think it's asinine that people whine like a buster because they life don't measure up to another sucker. What type of life might tell Tucker I don't support your tactics? The way that you battle and they gon' cut the mustard. You seem like you a teen wife, not prepared for this mean life, not even aware you just see a green light. I think you mean right, but you look at me like an alien in the night. If I'm the A, then you the Z type. The proto, it's me, bro. You can try to dress it up when I'm in street clothes, I still peak, so probably one of the few lies I ever told. That's because I don't peak, I just grow. Being patient with them, I try to, but you got room temperature IQ. Expecting a lecture from these idiot guys who got opinions not worth is what's under my shoe. Y'all tripping on truth when we call it out. Cause y'all people as goofy as I'll get out. All you bitches better know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you out the dark, I'ma spit your fucking
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand it. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand it. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep,
What up? What up? What up, everybody? Had a little technical difficulties just now. What is this? Happy Wednesday, September 7th. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. I am Cannon Hotep, and this is the birthday Grift. Happy birthday to me. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the happy birthdays in the chat. I am now 38 years old. I am old. I'm getting old. I'm pushing 40, y'all. I'm pushing 40. Damn. I tell you. Anyway, but it's a blessing to, make it, one more rotation around the sun, one more trip around the sun. I appreciate that. See what we got in the chat so far. We got Reaction PR in the building saying happy birthday, sir. I appreciate you, sir. We got another asshole in the building. Salute. Happy B-Day. Thank you. We got Jabaria Judah in the building. Appreciate it, sir. Yeah. Are you September 30th, y'all? That's what's up. You know what I mean? Jimmy Doss, Hotep, appreciate you. I appreciate it. And we got my man Papa Hotep in the building. I appreciate you, sir. Also, special shout out to my man Black Mountain Hotep, who also shares a birthday with me today. He turned 35. Get him a Don DeMarco and a round of applause as well. Happy birthday, bro. Appreciate you. We got to chop it up last week. Broke some bread. Got to meet him and his beautiful wife and his beautiful daughter. Great family man right there. Great family man. Anyway, I figured I'd stream for a little bit. I'm always being told, hey, you need to celebrate your birthday. I never celebrate it, I'm just like, it's just another year. But, as I get older, I think I should appreciate it a little bit more. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to this. So we got a couple of stories I just wanted to touch on that let me see. I thought was interesting, as I was, was perusing through the headlines or whatever. So the first one we're going to hit up, right? This comes from NPR. The IRS says it mistakenly made public data for about 120,000 taxpayers. What in the world? 120,000 taxpayers' data got out. Jeez Louise. What's up? We got Bruce G in the building too. Happy birthday. You a Virgo. You a Virgo too. Mine the 18th. Okay. Damn. That's why you like me a little more. I appreciate it. A little more than HJ. Oh damn, I appreciate that. Thanks, I appreciate that, y'all. Sorry I sound a little raspy. I'm just, just woke up probably about an hour ago. Let me see. Felt good to sleep in just a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Felt great to sleep in just a little bit, man. But before we get started, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. If you're catching the replay, please leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Also, it helps the algorithm. Also, share this stream, people. Share this stream. Let people know we live because YouTube not putting on my notifications. YouTube is not putting on my notifications. They actually hide these videos until, I don't know, hours later. Like, if you go, after this is over and you go search it, it's not even the first one up. It's like 5 down. It's crazy. They'll recommend, the Hotep bashing videos before they recommend mine. So even when you type my name in, it's crazy. Anyway, let me see what we got here. We got 4 people in the building. We only got 2 likes. Get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can support it through Super Chats. Super Chats are always welcome. Also, you can support it through Cash App. Support it through Cash App, $ Cannon Hotep. You'll sit in the bottom right hand corner. All right, let's get to this. The IRS says it mistakenly made public data for about 120,000 taxpayers. Oh shit, we got HJ in the building. Appreciate you, HJ. Appreciate you, sir. So, again, the IRS says it mistakenly made public data for about 120,000 taxpayers. Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you do that? So, private information involving about 120,000 taxpayers were temporarily made public by the Internal Revenue Services. The agency announced on Friday confidential data from some of the Form 990Ts a business tax return used by tax-exempt organizations was accessible to download on the IRS.gov website search engine for about a year. They call that temporary. They call that shit temporary. What? Oh my gosh. For about a year, the Wall Street Journal first reported. The agency blamed a human coding error that went under the radar for months until an employee recently noticed the mistake. The IRS is required to notify Congress of any incident involving more than 100,000 individuals under federal information security Modernization Act. The IRS took immediate steps to address the issue. Anna Canfield Roth, the acting assistant secretary for management for the IRS, wrote in a letter to Congress on Friday. Taxpayers' names and business contract information are among the data that was inadvertently disclosed, Roth said, but sensitive data like social security numbers, income information, and other sensitive information that could impact the taxpayer's credit were not released. That shit sound like it was on purpose to me. I'm sorry. I don't think that was a human coding error. You've been doing this shit forever. And then not only that, you didn't catch it for a year. You didn't catch that shit for a year. You know, full kufi on tight now. You know, what if they were trying to do this shit like, all right, let's just say we put out by mistake all these taxpayer information, and maybe, just maybe, Donnie T's information gets out there too. You know, all that tax information they've been wanting from him. You know what I mean? All that disclosed tax information they've been trying to get. You know, that they said they may or may not have gotten some of his tax information down with Mar-a-Lago when they raided that place as well. It just doesn't make sense to me. You've been doing this shit forever, and now all of a sudden, for a year, this information has been just been public record. They make that make sense to me. You know, I don't think it was a mistake. I think they did it and they got caught, and now they was like, oh, like, it's been for a year. For a year, and now all of a sudden it comes out. You know, go figure, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Who we got? We got Chris Priest in the building. I appreciate you, sir. Reaction PR says temporary and government speak is 3 to 5 years with the option to renew. Protocol in the building. Happy birthday, homie. I appreciate it. Sauce the Prophet, happy birthday, Cannon. Thank you. We got Brown Suede in the building. I appreciate you as well. Like I said, we got to make sure we share the stream. Share the stream out. Let people know we live. Like I said, YouTube not putting out my notifications. So we got 9 in the building. Let's get 9 likes. Let's hit that like, people. Likes are free. Help me beat this algorithm. Anyway, but like this is why we need to abolish the IRS, right? It's just this shit is what's the word? Uncalled for. This is unnecessary. Like, this is why we don't need the IRS. Each state need to act like its own independent entity. We don't need a federal fucking mafia to come and kneecap us when they say that we owe them money. That's all the IRS is. IRS is they're just crooks. They're just crooks. You pay all this money throughout the year in your taxes, right? In your check, right? You got your payroll tax and your FICA and all that other shit, right? You pay all these taxes throughout the year in your check, right? You know, even if you're a business owner, you pay quarterly, right? You got your payroll taxes. You know what I mean? You got all these other corporate taxes that you pay throughout the year, right? And then next thing you know, at the end of the year, they go, no, you still owe us a few $1,000s. Yeah, I know you paid us $3,000 or $4,000 over the course of the year in your check and your payroll taxes and all this other shit. But no, that's not enough. We need another $2,000-$3,000 for $10,000 for you. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, now we see that they're being weaponized by Joe Nicholslick. What was it? 87,000 new employees coming in. Huh? Is that what it is? 87,000 new IRS agents coming in. Some of them going to be giving guns. Right? They say they quote unquote going for the wealthy. when realistically they're saying anybody that make over $400,000, right? Anybody that makes over $400,000 a year is the target. But guess who makes over $400,000 a year, people? Small business owners. People like my dad, right? Small business owners who make over $400,000 a year on paper, right? On paper. But don't take into account, overhead, payroll. This the cost of doing business. You know what I mean? It could bankrupt a small business. Like this is icing on the cake. So now not only you tell me that you're going after and you're going to increase taxes on the quote unquote rich, right? Which I just see it as some small business owners, right? Not only going to increase that now you're saying that their data potentially got out for all to see. Go figure, right? This shit is crazy to me. Like I say all the time, taxation is theft. Abolish the IRS, people. We need to abolish the IRS. Period. Full stop. You know what I mean? Shit is crazy. Jimmy Dawes says, facts. All these strong arms of the government have to go. Yeah, we need to abolish IRS, the ATF, right? We need to abolish the Franklin Beverly Institute. All of these organizations are corrupt. And it's not just with Joe Nicholslick. When Barry O was in office, he weaponized the IRS. He weaponized the IRS against, his quote unquote his enemies, his opposition. Now Nicholslick doing the same thing. It's going to be the new crime bill. I'm telling you. I just want to bring that shit to y'all attention. That shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. I tell you. But I appreciate you guys for coming through and hanging out with me this morning, man. We got 12 in the building. Let's get 12 likes. 12 likes, people. Hit that like button. Likes is free. Please share this stream out. Help me beat this algorithm. Anyway, Reaction PR says 50% of all audits in 2021 were done on people making $75K or less. Damn. It's just crazy. We got Jay Powell in the building. What's up, Jay? What's going on? Let's do what Jabari say. Get those likes up, people. Jay says they really after that coin. They are after that coin, man. Like they coming hard, bro. Not to mention all that money that they gave out during the whole pandemonium, right? All that free money, all them people that was out there. What's the word? Scamming the system. There's a lot of people out there scamming the system too. Come on, guys. A lot of people that's taking advantage of the unemployment and was still working. They want their money because they fucked up. The IRS, the federal government fucked up by giving out all that money. They were giving out money without even checking, without even vetting applications. They were just handing that shit out, and now all of a sudden they say, "Oh, we fucked up." You know what I mean? We fucked up. So now they trying to go back and they're gonna start locking motherfuckers up, yo. I'm telling you. Exactly. The Franklin Beverly Institute, never forget, they were only supposed to be temporary. That was only supposed to be a temporary organization. But at the same time, when has the government ever implemented something that was quote unquote temporary and then disbanded it when it was supposed to be? We still got the Patriot Act. Think about that. The war over in Afghanistan. What was that? That was a 20-year war. 20+ year war. When has the government ever disbanded something that was meant to be temporary? Once they take something away from you or they add a law enforcement arm, that shit is here to stay. That shit is here to stay. Period. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's see. Close that. So I'm gonna read this story with y'all today. I've seen it. I saw the headline. I just want to check it out. This from CBS News. Hillary Clinton had emails on server more classified than top secret. More classified than top secret. Think about that shit. But the thing is, who didn't know? Who didn't know that? Anyway, let's read on. Oh, sorry. This is why is this? Hold on. So this came up on my news feed, right? I'm just looking at this. It says it's updated on January 20th, 2016. Right? However, it still could tie into something. So I guess right now it's still kind of relevant, to be honest with you. So let's read this anyway. I'm not sure why this was suggested to me. Anyway. Hillary Clinton's private email servers contained information that was classified at a higher level than top secret. The Inspector General of the intelligence community told members of Congress in a letter obtained by CBS News. The server Clinton used as Secretary of State contained several dozen emails containing classified information determined by the intelligence community element to be the confidential, secret, and top secret SAP levels. The Inspector General Charles McCullough wrote in a letter which was first reported by Fox News. SAP stands for Special Access Program, which carry a classification level higher than top secrets. Go figure, right? We got Steph Colonel in the building. What up, Steph? Happy you can join us. What's going on? But see, check it, right? So this kind of goes with, even though this is an older article, this goes with what's going on right now today, right? Right? So they slid all this shit under the rug, right? Her bleaching the servers, right? Her smashing cell phones. Not to mention that Franklin Beverly Institute didn't even investigate this themselves. They allowed a third party that was hired by Hillary Clinton herself to investigate her emails, and they allowed that shit to slide. Right? She wasn't even, when they found out about this shit, like, she wasn't even the fucking she wasn't even the Secretary of State no more. But she still had the shit not on a government server, on like a regular ass fucking like Google server or whatever the fuck she was using at her house. Like, think about that. And they let that shit go. Jabari with the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says my mom, who makes over $400,000 on paper, already got hit by those alphabet boys years ago. Former business party was fudging books. Both got hit with over $500,000 in fine. Damn. That's crazy. That's nuts, man. Happy she survived that shit. Fuck. That's crazy. But like I said, they'll let her to get rid of all this shit, yo. They'll let her to get rid of all that shit. Sweep all that shit under the rug. Right? Not only that, right? Check this shit out. This from BBC News. Zuckerberg tells Rogan the Franklin Beverly Institute warning prompted Biden laptop story censorship. So we all heard about this stuff, right? So Zuckerberg was on Rogan, and he was saying a lot of the quiet shit out loud, the shit that he wasn't supposed to say, right? Shit that he wasn't supposed to say. So let's read on. Mark Zuckerberg says Facebook restricting a story about Joe Biden's son during the 2020 election was based on Franklin Beverly Institute misinformation warnings. The New York Post alleged leaking emails from Hunter Biden's laptop showed the then vice president was helping his son's business dealings in the Ukraine. Facebook and Twitter restricted sharing of the article before reversing course amid allegations of censorship. Zuckerberg said that getting the decision wrong sucks. You didn't make the decision, Zuckerberg. The FBI made it for you. And you kowtowed to it because we all know that Twitter and Facebook and all them other fucking social media apps, right? They get big money from the government. They get big funding from the government, we'll say. So they owe the government one. So when the government say jump, they say how high. when we take down something that we're not supposed to, that's the worst. That's the worst. Zuckerberg said in a rare extended media interview with Joe Rogan podcast. You're not supposed to take shit down, Zuckerberg. You're not a fucking editor. You're a platform, and that's what you're supposed to be. You guys tout yourselves as a platform. You know, YouTube, Facebook. He owns Instagram as well. Twitter, TikTok. You're platforms. You're not editors. You know. You're not supposed to take shit down. I mean, unless it's like super violent or some shit like that, like somebody and they haven't even done that. So they'll take, like, think about it, right? They'll take down like some shit like this, right? Some information that somebody might have on the Hunter Biden laptop, right? But then if somebody fucking murks somebody on Facebook, their fucking video lives for a while, gets fucking spread around viral, millions of views. That's how you know it's disingenuous. You know. But when we take something down that we're not supposed to, you're not supposed to take anything down. You're a platform. That's all you are. You're a platform. Period. Full stop. But this shows, and it showed in this interview, that big tech and big government work hand in hand with each other to shut shit up. We saw that shit in the 2020 race. We even started to see that shit in the after the 2016 race. They started pushing certain narratives. They start shutting up certain dissenting voices and opinions, and they start pushing their quote unquote mainstream opinion. And they got that shit wrong too. But nobody ever had to face the music for that. Think about that, right? Now check this shit out. It's from the New York Post. FBI agent Timothy, we touched on this. Timothy Talbot, intel from whistleblower on Hunter and the big guy Joe Biden. So let's check this shit out. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay. Timothy Talbot, I guess that's how you say his name. The FBI agent alleged to have interfered with the investigation. With an investigation into Hunter Biden was assigned by the Washington field office as point man to manage whistleblower Tony Bobulinski, the first son's former business partner before the 2020 election. But he suppressed his damning revelations, sources say. And people think the Franklin Beverly Institute is supposed to be this upstanding law enforcement arm of the government. So you got this dude here, Timothy Talbot, right? Then you had Peter Strzok, you had Lisa Page, right? You had Mueller. All these corrupt people, McCabe, what's the other tall, dumb motherfucker? I forgot his name. The shit with the shit off, Comey. Like, all of them corrupt. Higher ups in the Franklin Beverly Institute. And all those guys actively worked and colluded to subvert the 2016 race. The 2016 results. It all came out and nobody got in trouble for it. It all came to the light and nobody got in trouble for it. Right? Bobulinski spent over 5 hours secretly being interviewed by the Franklin Beverly Institute on October 23rd, 2020 about his inside knowledge of then presidential candidate Joe Biden's involvement in his son's business deals with China. The previous day, he had revealed in a press conference that Joe Biden was, quote unquote, the big guy, due to get 10% cut of a lucrative joint venture with Chinese energy firm CEFC, according to an email found on Hunter's abandoned laptop. Bobulinski gave the FBI the contents of 3 cell phones containing encrypted messages between Hunter and his business partner, along with emails and financial documents detailing the Biden family's corrupt influence, peddling operation in foreign countries during Joe's vice presidency. Right? So FBI had, a credible witness or a credible informant. I don't know what you want to call Tony Bobolinsky, right? He was all over the news at the time and shit like that. And they fucking snuffed it. They hid all of that information. They hid all of that shit. Right? Go figure. Like this is what you call, in my opinion, this would be considered election interference to me. Right? This would be considered election interference. It could be a lot. Could be a lot of other shit. It could be a lot of shit, but the thing about it is that they hid it. They hid it. Now you see why we say abolish these agencies. Now you see why we want to abolish these agencies, right? They only work at the behest of Congress or the redacted, whoever is running them. They have the power to make or break people. If you don't go along with the status quo, if you don't go along with what they say go along with, your life can be ruined by them. Your life can be ruined by them, right? And that's crazy to me, because think about this, right? Because apparently Timothy Tabo also was on was a part of the Mar-a-Lago situation, right? We found that out when I read that the other day. He was a part of the Mar-a-Lago raid. He ended up being frog marched out of the fucking FBI one day, but the damage is already done. The damage is already done. We see that the people on the right side of on the quote unquote ideal side of the aisle, the left, right? The left side of the aisle. They get slaps on the wrist. They get no consequences whatsoever for their actions, right? They just, they get the story just destroyed. It's gone. Meanwhile, anybody that even associates with Donnie T, life is ruined. Like I said the other night, you got a right to it. You got a right to a fair trial. Donnie T didn't, right? None of the supporters, none of that day in January, those people didn't get any fair trials, right? As dumb as they were for even going in there, they didn't get a fair trial. None of them, right? Donnie T can't even get lawyers because lawyers don't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole because they don't want to be disbarred. They don't want their businesses ruined. They don't want their lives ruined. You know what I mean? They trying to make him as unsavory as possible, as toxic as possible. They want to treat him like a leper. You know what I mean? That's exactly what they're trying to do. It's sad, and it's a sad fact, but that's what it is. Our government is corrupt. Period. Full stop. We got AG with a $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, AG. I appreciate you. He says, "Hey, happy birthday, bro. We have an article on this at Men of Order also. Is that right, yo? Shoot me the article on that, yo. If you can, shoot me that article. But this shit is crazy, In Joe Biden's speech the other night, he said that the quote unquote MAGA Republicans, they disregard the rule of law, right? They disregard the rule of law. They want to subvert the Constitution and all this other shit, right? And it's like, no, that's you guys. That's you guys. And I'll say it like I said before on Monday. Bill Cooper said, and we're seeing it right now. We're seeing it right now. The biggest threat to the United States, the people, it's going to come a time where the people are told the biggest threat to the United States is its own patriots, the men and women willing to fight for the Constitution. And we see this now. We were seeing little inklings and hints of it, from 2016 up until now. Now we full on see it now. They full on calling for like a civil war with half of America. With half of America, the MAGA Republicans, the MAGA followers, is half of America. Let's not forget about that. 76 million people voted for Donald Trump. Thanks, AG. I just got it. 76 million people voted for Donnie T. So roughly half, and I'm sorry, I refuse to believe 81 million people voted for Nickel Slick. But this shit is crazy, man. It's like yeah, it's Shay. Like, yeah, his speech sounded like something Dolph did. Exactly. I mean, even with the red lights and shit like that, and like, man, listen. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Give me 1 second, AG. But this shit is crazy, man. And I try to tell people all the time, like, yo, it's coming. It's coming. I kept telling people it's coming. Look, they want to shut down dissenting opinions. I got a feeling as, you know, the midterms come up and then they start campaigning for the 2024, they're going to start trying hard to shut us up. They're going to start trying hard to shut us up. I'm coming up with I'm gonna start get myself get a newsletter and a mailing list together. Also, if you get a chance to, or if you got a Rumble account, go over to Rumble. I'm Cannon Hotep on Rumble, and subscribe to my Rumble channel. Subscribe to my Rumble channel. Let me see. I appreciate you, AG. So I'm gonna go to this mental order. Matter of fact, if you're not subscribed to mental order, man, go over there and subscribe. You know, put it in your favorites, man. Mental order is that. Period. Like, just go over there, man. This one is I mean, you know, I find myself reading articles out of here every day. Just check it out. Anyway, let's go over here to mentalorder.com. Zuckerberg admits colluding with FBI to censor Hunter Biden laptop. On a recent visit, let me make this a little bigger. All right. On a recent visit to the Joe Rogan podcast, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg astonishingly admitted to censoring the Hunter Biden laptop story after meeting with the FBI. Here's what happened. I remember vividly when it happened. It was an astonishing turn of events 3 weeks out from the presidential election of 2020. The New York Post, one of America's oldest and most respected news outlets, published a piece on Hunter Biden's laptop story. It alluded to numerous crimes, networks, and schemes of the current president, Joe Biden, and his son Hunter's dealing in the Ukraine. Now, if you guys also remember, right, the entire impeachment process, the final impeachment process, that second impeachment process, was based on the accusations that Donnie T made about Hunter Biden and his dealings in the Ukraine with an energy company. Remember that? And they said it was Russian disinformation. It was this, it was that. They impeached him over it. They impeached him over that. Next thing you know, oh shit, the shit was true. The shit was true. You get what I'm saying now? The shit that they were accusing Donnie T of doing is the shit that they were doing. It was the shit that they were doing. Apparently, Hunter had dropped off the water-damaged laptop at a repair shop. He never returned to get it. And though the shop owner claims to have repeatedly tried to contact Mr. Biden, it was unsuccessful. So the shop owner made a copy of the hard drive and contacted the FBI, who then came to gather the materials. He smartly made another copy and gave it to Rudy Giuliani lawyer Roberto Costello. This dude look crazy as hell. Besides containing images of Hunter's crack-fueled escapades with prostitutes, the laptop contained emails implying deep corruption of their dealings with the Ukrainian energy company called Burisma. Remember, Donnie T he asked Zelensky at the time, "Hey, I need to get this information on this," and they impeached Donald Trump over this. Next thing you know, after the elections and all this other shit, this shit comes out. It's been but they're constantly trying to, they running, damage control. They're running interference for this shit. Hunter had been appointed to the board of the company at a rate of $50,000 a month. And in exchange, he helped him gain influence with his father, who was at the time the vice president. Joe very publicly bragged to the council on foreign relations. Let's see. Joe very publicly bragged to the Council on Foreign Relations that he had pressured Ukrainian public officials to fire the prosecutor who was looking into Burisma by withholding $1 billion in loan guarantees to the Ukraine. In an interview on stage and on camera, he states, "I looked at them and said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor is not fired, you're not getting the money." Well, son of a bitch, he got fired. Y'all remember that video? That video has been all over the place. I'm sure everybody's seen that video. If not, go to mentalorder.com. Here, let's do this. I'm going to throw the link in the description. 1 second. There we go. Shit. What is going on with my computer? There you go. There we go. So I just put the Minute Order article in the description so you guys can click on it to read more about it. But yeah, everybody's seen that. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that video. That video was viral for a while, but nobody paid any attention to it. Nobody paid any attention to it, right? But this is the thing, right? We're going to start to see more of this. Like I said, they like to go to the well on the same thing all the time, right? We're going to start to see more of this, quote unquote, they're going to call it Russian disinformation, right? As more things come out, as Biden's daughter's diary, allegedly states that she took showers with her father when she was a teenager or some shit like that. It's just fucking just ridiculous, disgusting, corrupt shit. But this is their champion. This is the left champion right here. This is their weekend at Bernie's that they can control and prop up like a puppet until they get what they want to get. They know they're in trouble come midterms. They know they're in trouble come 2024. So what they got to do is try to demonize and smear the names of their opposition. And if they possibly can, get them caught up on some charges so they can't run. Trumped up charges, pardon the pun. They're trying to get Trump on trumped up charges. All right. I'm sure DeSantis will be next if he's the one. So just watch out for that. Look what they did with Tulsi Gabbard. Right. Personally, I'm a fan of Tulsi Gabbard, to be honest with you. I think she's, I know that she got some, some dealings with the CFR or whatever like that. But, when it came down to the, Democratic candidates, I'm like, damn, she had a better shot of beating Donald Trump than anybody, But look what they did to her when she started fucking lighting Joe and Kamala's ass up on the debate stage. They hit her 10 pages deep. Then you had Hillary coming out talking about that she was a Russian agent, to the point where even Bernie Sanders had to come out and say, yo, that's not true. Stop doing that. Right? Shit's crazy, y'all. You're going to start to see more and more of this shit happening. All right? Just telling you guys. So I want to show y'all this too before I get out of here. This from the Firearms Policy Coalition, just to bring this to your attention. Let me see. Actually, let me see something real quick. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Yeah. So, so remember this, guys. I bring this up. So, HR 1808 still hasn't passed the Senate yet, right? But this is an assault weapons ban, right? Basically, it's not even banning just assault weapons. It's banning any semi-automatic rifle that has a detachable magazine or holds more than 10 rounds. Any handgun that can hold more than 10 rounds. Semi-automatic, right? They're trying to take our Second Amendment away from us, guys. They're trying to take our Second Amendment away from us. You know why? Because if you get rid of the Second Amendment, the rest of the Constitution falls. The rest of the Constitution falls. All right? Now, I bring this up to say this, right? They want to put all of these gun rules, all these gun laws in order, right? They want to bring all these gun laws up, right? Meanwhile, you just had a mass stabbing in Saskatchewan, Canada. 2 men successfully stabbed and killed 10 people, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's been updated. Y'all can let me know if it has been or not. Let me see. Yeah, so they found one guy dead and one guy still at large. I don't see any real updates on the victims, but as of yesterday, 10 people dead. 10 people dead, 18 people injured in the hospital from stabbings. Which, if you look at like the FBI statistics, right? If you look at the FBI statistics, stabbings, there's more people that get stabbed and killed every year than shot with a rifle or killed with a rifle, right? More people get stabbed to death than killed with a rifle, and this goes to show it. Not to mention all those gun laws that they're trying to do here. Canada banned handguns. They banned handguns and quote unquote assault rifles, and they just had a mass stabbing. And like I said last night on me and Jay's podcast, this goes to show you, if people got murder on their mind, if people got ill intent on their mind, they're going to make that shit happen. They don't need a gun to do it. The fucking rock next to his porch might be it. His car might be it. Fucking baseball bat or a crowbar might be it. Like, we live in a violent world, people. Period. We live in a violent world. I know they want everything to be kumbaya on paper and shit like that, but that shit don't work like that. So they need to allow us to protect ourselves, they need to allow us to protect ourselves by any means necessary. That's just me. We even had some issues here in Baltimore. Let me see if I can't find that real quick before we get out of here. Here we go. Fuck. Hold on one second. Where'd it go? Here we go. Hey, check this shit out here. This is PG County, Maryland. Maryland County announces curfew amid rising violent crime by armed and dangerous children. On September 9th, Prince George's County Police will enforce a curfew for anyone under 17 years old to fight the rising violent crime. The curfew will be in place between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. on weeknights and between midnight and 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. There will be exceptions for those who are accompanied by an adult. County Executive Angela Also Brooks, I guess that's how you say it. Angela Also Brooks announced the curfew during a press conference on Monday. She said that it would last for at least 30 days as a cooling off period from violent crime. This is what I'm talking about, right? Maryland. Here in Maryland, we got some of the strictest gun laws in the United States, right? They're not as strict as like New York or California, but they are very strict, right? It's not stopping these kids from acting a fucking fool in these streets. These kids walk around with Glocks with switches on them and shit like that, right? Because they don't give a fuck about the gun laws. Those kids ain't supposed to have them guns, but they got them anyway. You know why? Because they don't care about a handgun ban or assault weapons ban. They don't give a fuck about that, right? Now she's trying to do a curfew, which again, if they don't give a fuck about your gun laws, lady, they're not give a fuck about your curfew, right? They're not gonna care about your curfew. They still gonna be out here in these streets doing what they gonna do. They ain't supposed to be selling drugs, but they doing it, right? They ain't supposed to have these guns, but they got them. But you think your curfew's gonna help? No, your curfew's not gonna help. What you need to do is stop hamstringing the Supreme Court, because she's also one of those people that want to fucking she want to ban everything too. She don't want shout issue here in Maryland. She's one of those other. She's one of them people as well. You know what I mean? Saw says, yo, Cannon, those kids still sitting on corners doing unwanted window washing. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they still out there. And the police be out there. The police out there with they fucking cars just sitting there watching them do the shit. You know, they still out here doing that shit. But that's the thing. They don't give a fuck. Right? Especially here in Baltimore, the mayor ain't even trying to go after them. So they're going to do what they want to do. What's up, Freak Mac? We got Freak Mac in the building. Yeah, the FPC is good shit. What's up, Portia Anderson? I appreciate you. Thanks for the happy birthday there, Steph. I appreciate you. You know, Jay, you're right. Any tool they can get their hands on that whole never again BS is not reality. That's facts. That's facts. You know. But it's just, you know, it's just a sad fact of reality. You got to let people protect themselves with the best means necessary. How they need to, you know, how they feel like they need to protect themselves. Because criminals don't give a fuck about the gun laws. So you know how the old saying goes, got to fight fire with fire. Thanks, Renee. I appreciate you. You got to fight fire with fire, people. And the best way to do that is to allow people to protect themselves with the best means they know to protect themselves with. Period. You know. Jimmy says, smash the likes, share the stream. This is info people need. That's facts. Papa Hotep says, been waiting on my wifey CCW to get approved. It's been 2 months. Nothing should take that long to get approved. She's a square, never smoked a cigarette. Yeah, in Maryland it take 90 days. Take 90 days here. I just put in my uncle's paperwork for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all smash that like button. Smash that like button. You know what I mean? That's what's up, Freak Mag. You getting your shit in the mail soon? Yo, I'm telling you, yo, after the Supreme Court decision went through, you know, states a shout issue. Get your permits. I would tell, like I said, get your Utah permit, because anybody from out of state can get a Utah permit. That allows you to carry in like 30 states right there. Maybe your own fucking state. Think about that, right? So some people that, you know, they're waiting for their permits in their state, get a Utah. The Utah might allow you to carry in your state. That's the funny part. You know, still get your state's permit, and get, if you can, you know, if you're close to DC, get your Washington DC permit. You know, it might cost y'all a few bucks, you know, but do it over time. So I got Maryland, I got DC, and I got Utah, and I can carry in 36 states. Soon I'll have Pennsylvania, and I'll be able to carry in, I think, like close to 40. Always stay legal, people. Stay legal and stay strapped. I'm telling you. Get yourself some protection. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys rolling with me. It's been about an hour. I'm getting ready to go upstairs and chill out and relax. I've been watching 227 for like the past 3 days. So I'm gonna go upstairs and chill out and enjoy my birthday, y'all. But anyway, it's Cannon Hotep saying, stay blessed, stay well, stay strapped. Watch out for the censorship out here. They're coming for us, guys. I'll holler at y'all.